October 21st, 2025, a seismic shock hits Canada's energy sector, sending tremors through the heart of Alberta and beyond. ExxonMobil, a global giant and longtime pillar of the oil industry, is pulling out of Canada. The announcement comes as a thunderclap, echoing through boardrooms, break rooms, and family kitchens alike. This isn't just a corporate move. It's a devastating blow that will wipe out 2,000 jobs, shaking the foundation of entire communities. The livelihoods of thousands hang in the balance, and the sense of loss is palpable. For decades, Exxon provided stable, well-paying work. Generations of families relied on these jobs, building their futures on the promise of steady employment. Now that stability is gone, replaced by fear and uncertainty. The news spread fast. Phones rang across Alberta as workers scrambled to understand their futures. Conversations were filled with disbelief, worry, and urgent questions about what comes next. And these aren't just numbers. They're engineers, technicians, and families who built their lives around Exxon's promise. Behind every job lost is a story, a mortgage, a child's education, a dream put on hold. The sudden exit leaves a gaping hole in the region's economy, raising urgent questions about the future of Canada's oil industry. The once bustling refineries now stand eerily silent, symbols of an uncertain tomorrow. If Exxon is leaving, who's next? Is this the beginning of the end for the oil sands? The fear is that this could trigger a domino effect, with other companies reconsidering their investments. For workers and towns dependent on oil, the news is catastrophic. Local businesses, schools, and property values are all at risk. The fabric of these communities is being tested like never before. The ripple effect threatens the very survival of these communities, as uncertainty spreads from the oil fields to every corner of daily life. The road ahead looks incredibly challenging, filled with tough decisions and unknowns. For many, the future has never felt more fragile. Why now? Exxon's exit is the result of mounting global and local pressures. The world is moving away from fossil fuels, and investors are wary of high-cost, high-carbon projects like Canada's oil sands. Canadian policies, carbon taxes, and strict regulations have raised costs and uncertainty for oil companies. Environmental concerns and public pressure have damaged the industry's reputation, making new projects harder to approve. Meanwhile, extracting oil from the sands is expensive, and global competition is fierce. Exxon is following the money to more profitable, less controversial projects elsewhere. For Exxon, leaving Canada was a tough but logical business move. Behind the headlines, a deeper story unfolds, one that numbers alone can't capture. There are 2,000 families now facing upheaval, each with their own hopes, worries, and dreams suddenly thrown into uncertainty. For many, these jobs were more than just paychecks. They represented stability, a sense of belonging, and the foundation for their children's futures. Now, all of that is in jeopardy, as the doors close on opportunities that once seemed secure. The impact ripples through families and entire communities. Mortgages, children's education, and local businesses all hang in the balance, uncertain of what tomorrow will bring. Many workers move to Alberta for these opportunities, leaving behind friends, extended family, and the comfort of familiar places. Now, local economies brace for a downturn as spending drops, small businesses struggle to survive, and neighborhoods feel the strain. The loss of high-paying jobs shrinks the tax base, putting public services, schools, and community programs at risk. Workers with specialized skills face a tough job market, often needing to retrain, relocate, or start over in entirely new fields. For some, early retirement or the sudden loss of benefits adds another layer of insecurity, making the future even more daunting. The path forward is uncertain for thousands, as they search for hope and stability in a changing landscape. Exxon's exit highlights a deeper transformation in Canada's oil industry. The era of massive expansion is over. Now it's all about efficiency and cost-cutting. Fewer jobs, especially in construction and exploration, are the new reality. Pressure to decarbonize is driving investment in unproven technologies, like carbon capture, adding uncertainty. Competition from U.S. shale and other countries makes Canada's oil less attractive. Some companies are leaving, while others double down, betting on automation and digitalization to survive. Even for those who stay, the nature of work is changing. Fewer, more specialized jobs. The golden age of oil sands is gone. The industry that remains will be smaller and demand a different workforce. The impact is personal. For many, it's not just about numbers or headlines, it's about their lives, their families, and their sense of security. David, a pipeline technician, moved his family across provinces for this job. Now he faces an uncertain future, unsure if he'll be able to provide for those he loves most. Maria, a coffee shop owner, fears for her business as the morning rush disappears. Each empty seat is a reminder of how quickly things can change. It's not just Exxon's workers, contractors, suppliers, and local businesses all feel the pain. The ripple effect spreads through the entire community, touching everyone in its path. Maria's dream is on the line, and she's not alone. Many small business owners are struggling to keep their doors open, wondering if tomorrow will bring relief or more hardship. Young people like Liam, a recent petroleum engineering grad, see their career prospects vanish before they even begin. Years of hard work and hope now seem uncertain. "I did everything right," he says, "but now the industry is disappearing." His words echo the frustration and confusion of a generation caught in transition. Friends talk of moving away or changing careers, forced to leave behind the places and people they love in search of new opportunities. These stories echo across Western Canada, broken promises, shattered dreams, and anxiety about what comes next. Entire towns feel the weight of uncertainty. The crisis is real and deeply personal. Families gather at dinner tables, searching for answers and reassurance that may not come. Corporate decisions made far away have created a local emergency, leaving communities to pick up the pieces and face the consequences. The human cost of this economic transition is immense. Behind every statistic is a story of loss, resilience, and hope for a better future. These voices remind us what's truly at stake: the lives, dreams, and futures of everyday Canadians. Exxon's exit could trigger a domino effect. Other companies may follow, deepening the crisis. For laid-off workers, the scramble for new jobs begins, but opportunities are scarce. Government support and retraining will be vital, but many will face long unemployment or lower wages. Communities must reinvent themselves, seeking new industries and investment. This transition is slow and costly, risking a brain drain as skilled workers leave. Losing this talent would hurt Canada's ability to compete and innovate. The challenge is to create new, high-quality jobs that keep families and expertise in Canada. The stakes couldn't be higher. Exxon's departure is a wake-up call. Canada must adapt or risk decline. The country stands at a crossroads: cling to the past, or embrace innovation and a diversified, sustainable economy. Canada's resources, skilled workforce, and tradition of innovation are powerful assets. Oil workers could build the infrastructure for renewables or new energy systems. But this transition needs bold leadership, clear policies, and major investment. Governments must support workers and communities left behind, funding, retraining, and local development. No one should be abandoned in this shift. Canada's energy future is about resilience and adaptation. The road ahead is tough, but the opportunity to lead in new energy systems is real. The work begins now.